Look, that's a salon owner and a customer trying to keep business afloat during the pandemic. You've got those stay-at-home orders impacting stores across the nation. Many restaurants only offering takeout, while some places are closing down until this is all over. Joining me now is Gene Marks. He is a CPA for the Marks Group. And Gene, I mean, you see the frustration on their faces. You hear it in their voices. I mean, this pandemic is putting a strain on small business owners. So I start by asking you, of the $2.2 trillion federal aid package, how much is carved out for small businesses, and how can they access that money, and how easy will it be to get the funds?
Thank you, Arthel. And if you are a small business owner, if you're a family member of a small business owner or a friend of a small business owner, then please pay attention, because thanks to the stimulus bill that was just passed and signed into law on Friday, the government is offering you free money to run your business for the next few months. And here is how you get it. You need to find a banker that is part of the member network for the Small Business Association. You can find that banker on SBA.gov, or frankly, you can just Google SBA banker near me, and you will find banks that are offering small business administration loans. The loan that you're looking for is a Section 7A loan, but believe me, when you tell your banker what you're looking for, they'll know exactly what you're talking about. You can borrow up to $10 million under these loans at very low interest rates. But Arthel, here is the thing. For whatever expenses you have, meaning payroll, paid time off, insurance, utilities, rent, your mortgage payments, those expenses between February 15th and June 30th, whatever loan amounts that you got to pay those expenses will be forgiven, which means that the government is essentially giving you money to pay those expenses for that period of time. So we are telling our clients, go ahead.
Yeah, so I got that you go to the bank, if I Google where the bank is and that you,
right.
Near you, you tell them what you need. So do you get that money on the spot? How long does it take to get into your checking account?
It's a great question. So let's talk reality here. The law just passed on Friday. Most of the bankers that I talk to now are not expecting to get guidelines from the SBA for another week. And then it's probably going to take another week or so after that to go through the approval process with your bank. So no, Arthel, it's not going to be immediate. But once they get that down, particularly on the size of the loan, if it's a lower amount like $25,000 or $50,000, most of the bankers tell me they can approve that within a day and get you the money. But it's going to take a couple weeks to do. And this is important, Arthel. The amount of money that was allocated was a total $377 billion, most of it towards this program. It will likely be first come, first serve. I don't know how long it's going to last. So we're telling our clients right now, talk to your banker, your Small Business Administration member banker, and get in line right now. Get the paperwork together, get your documents together so that they can be ready to go.
How much? But this seems like a lot to ask, Gene. This seems like a lot to ask. You know, you're telling, what I'm hearing is that these small business owners have to get paperwork together and they've got to get this and that. I mean, shouldn't this be pretty easy? Shouldn't there be an easy 1, 2, 3 for them to get the money they so desperately need?
There's not. I mean, it's not. Nothing is easy to that extent. Arthel. I mean, really, what you're asking. And listen, I mean, I run a business. Anybody that runs a business owner who maybe have applied for a loan before in the past knows that there is some documentation that's involved. So yeah, there's going to be some documentation. So now you've got some time. You've got about a week until it all gets together. Get it all together, your tax returns, whatever else your banker asks you for.
That's it. I was going to ask you, how do you know what documents you'll need to get together? You just mentioned tax returns. And anything else?
Yeah. Talk to your banker, first of all, and they will tell you specifically what they need. But I'll tell you specifically, you will need your tax returns, any financial statements that you have. And remember, to get the loan forgiven at the end of the day, you are going to have to provide some documentation for the payroll expenses that you've incurred, invoices, receipts for your expenses. So make sure that that's in order as well. You've got to do a few things yourself as a small business owner. I know we've all got challenges. I got my own challenges as a small business owner, but we've got to do that because it's free money that the government is offering. So let's do that. Let's get that money, and hopefully that will see us through this pandemic, Arthel.
Gene, we started out by showing you a hair salon owner. There are hair salon, great stylists out there who rent spaces at hair salons. So they don't own the business themselves, but they too are out of work. What do people like that, those independent contractors, what do they do?
Great question. That is a great question. So two things. If you're an independent contractor, you actually are applicable for these loans because you are running your own business. You also, as an independent contractor, if you are working for a bigger company that are under like a job or a project and they have stopped it or sort of, terminated that project, you can also apply for unemployment insurance. You have a choice. So to use that specific example of the hair salon person,
But can you do
that
both
person's probably
quickly?
got their own
Gene, I'm running out
business.
of time. Excuse me. Can you apply for unemployment and get the money, the small business
No.
money, if you're an
No.
independent contractor?
You cannot double dip. So if you're an independent contractor, you're either going to have the choice of applying for the loans to keep your business going, if you're like the hair salon person, or if you're just an independent contractor working with a couple of big clients that have laid you off or stopped their projects, you can apply for unemployment insurance. You have options.
Okay. Gene, what's your website?
I'm going to give you my Twitter address, and I'd like to invite all your viewers, if you have specific questions,
Give it
tweet
to
me.
us.
I will respond. It is at Gene Marks, GeneMarks. Tweet at me, and I will respond to any questions that you have.
Thank you it's very kind, Gene Marks. Thank you very much, and it's good to talk to you. Stay safe.
It's good talking to you. Stay well, Athol.
And
And
healthy.
Eric, too.
Yes, of
Take care.
course. Eric, speaking of you.